Hi there. Let's talk purpose. Today's topic is going to be purpose because I get this question a lot. What does purpose mean? So we are going to dive into what does purpose mean and bring a little bit clarity about this word and the meaning behind it. Hi, my name is Daria, and if you don't know me, I'm here to share some of my knowledge, let's say wisdom over the years gathered from my journey to help you on your path of self discovery, who you are, what's your purpose, what's your passion. So, I share this in this channel, and let's dive into purpose. For me, it was a huge revelation when I realized that you don't get to get just one purpose, you can have more purposes. And what I'm not talking here about here is purpose in terms of it's my purpose to get this and this job, because that is something else. That's maybe a desire or maybe something learned. What I'm talking about here is life, let's say life purpose, even though it sounds a little bit mm, very ungrounded, or maybe not, I don't know. So purpose is basically the reason you were born, why you are here on this planet we call earth, in this body, why you were born, in the family you were born, why everything that happened to you and all of this shape your path, and your path is going toward purpose. So basically you don't need to, but if you are here, I'm assuming that you are looking for something more. Therefore, it is a inner need to have more clarity. What is your purpose? And that is we are diving in. I thought for years that my purpose was mastering lucid dreaming and astral projection. That is my one of my passions, and I on in that specific years, or basically it was not just years, but most of my life, I thought that mastering lucid dreaming astral projection is the purpose of my life. And because I thought this, it was driving me to explore and master these practices even more. And then when I arrived to a point, I realized, wait, I still like to do it. I still feel passion, but this is not my purpose. I had, I was, I grew enough to be able to realize, okay, there is something more. That's why this is the purpose is not one big life mission. It is divided into sections why you are here. So yeah, that's why I had to realize that it is not something, okay, now I found my purpose and I live happily ever after till till the rest of my days in on this earth. No, it will change. It can change because you are going to grow. If you are walking the path, you are going to grow. So basically, you have no idea where your path is leading you, and that's the fun of this game we play on earth. That's why it's it's a very big motivator to have a purpose, or to not to know what your purpose is. It's also a very good motivator. But I really need to emphasize that purpose changes as you change, and this is something I lived or realized on my own life path. So remember, purpose will change. And I had this in between phase when I really felt lost. After I realized this is not my purpose, lucid dreaming is not the purpose why I'm here. And then okay, what is it? So it was an in between phase when quite a long phase. It can last different length. For me it was, I think, a few years. So but I didn't realize it because yeah, I'm on the path where I need to figure it out on my own most of the things. So I was confused, I was sad and angry. I was angry because it was something that I dedicated my life to, and now I don't feel the same towards it. It was like some sort of emptiness, maybe even disappointment, because I dedicated so much time to it, and now I will just let everything go. So all of these feelings will and can come up when you are on the point that it's time to change. It's the next step in evolution where something new is going to happen. And it's like I said, it's nothing wrong with you. It is a very natural process that sadly still we are not aware of it because we are not taught that this is the true process of internal evolution and growth. So yes, feeling lost is often just a signal, it's not your failure. You can be confused, restless, dissatisfied as I was. And it just means that you are outgrowing something. And I outgrew not lucid dreaming, but my desire or my clinginess to it or my idea of it. I outgrew it, and then I had to allow something even greater and bigger to emerge from that. And if you are struggling to find or just have a broad idea what your purpose is, you need to remember that it will show up in your life in different areas. So again, your only let's say job is to be present and aware what's happening in your life, and just observe. We are getting so many signals all the time, and we are walking like this. So we just need to open our eyes, but not these eyes, our inner eyes, because these eyes, I can say, a lot of people have them open but they're still asleep. So if you are here, I know that you are in the process of waking up, or you are already awake and okay, now ready to see beyond what we see with our physical eyes. So you need to ask yourself what gives you energy, what feels meaningful, even if it's hard. Because how do you say, how is the saying, not newsflash, but spoiler alert. Finding your purpose, living your purpose, going to that path is going to be challenging and hard. Otherwise, what's the purpose? So I did find that going through different purposes, it is like really a huge motivation to do the work, to explore yourself, to get to know yourself. Who am I? What do I like? What is what makes me feel passion inside? So everything will come up, and you need to pay attention to it. So pay attention to those clues. And another very, very important thing that I often hear from my clients, that they're waiting to have more clarity and understanding before they do the next step, before they are ready for this and before they are ready for that. Life does not work like that, and that you don't really need clarity to say, okay, now I'm moving forward, I'm going to do another step. Action action is the main force that will create clarity in you, and it's not the other way around. So we need to remember that once you start acting on what you are called to, what your intuition is telling you, what the signs in your life are telling you, even if you know it's your purpose or not. It doesn't matter, actually, if you have this clarity, because most of the time we won't have exact clarity, especially not in the beginning. And we are going to be tested to do the step. So act upon it, whatever that means. And I guarantee you that the clarity will arrive with with the first step. You will have the clarity if it's the right direction, or you will have the clarity if it's not the right direction. Anyway, you are going to move from the mm, still point forward, not be attached to the outcome, and it will lead you one or other direction. And it actually doesn't matter. What matters is just the action moving forward. And yes, small steps will reveal your direction. Just don't be attached that this needs to be my direction. No, you need to allow to be surprised. Um, Story in between. I really have a hard time understanding people who don't like surprises. I understand them in general, but my soul doesn't understand them, because once you really start living, surprises are like the main engine behind your life. Because once you accept that everything is a surprise, you have no idea what is going to happen the next time you step outside of your door, or the next time you wake up, or the next day. You just have a story you put in your mind, but we don't have an idea what will happen. So allow the surprise and be surprised. It can really boost your energy. And yes, I am sad to say that even if you found your purpose, even if you are on the path of your purpose, even if you will find it later on, life will not get easier. This is not the point that you will find your purpose and then life gets happy and smiley, and no, but it will give you inner peace. So why? Because your choices, whatever you will make, will feel more honest. What does that mean? You are going to be more aligned with yourself, with your soul, and with that comes the inner strength. With that comes the clarity, and with that comes that even if you are presented with huge challenges, you are going to be able to go through them easily. So yes, there will still be doubt, fear, uncertainty. All that is part of our life, but you are going to be able to walk through it with more clarity and peace. That is what I have found. And yes, I was hesitant to include it here or not, but I will, because it's something that we can all ponder a little bit about. That maybe our purpose is just to enjoy life. Maybe we are not even here to evolve, or to work through our traumas, or work through our whatever. Maybe all that is just a phase. Again, as I said, purpose is going to change, and it's definitely a phase. But what if on the end we will arrive to the point that our purpose is just to wake up, breathe, have a coffee in the morning, enjoy life. Don't be upset about small little things. Have acceptance of the people around us. Have more compassion. Have more peace. I don't know. What do you think? Because for me, it sure goes that way. But let's see. So definitely, purpose is lived daily, and not something that I'm going to achieve that and that. It's your every day, your every action, your every step, your every freaking breath. Let that sink in. So it's how you show up, how you treat people, and how you spend your time that is also connected to how you treat yourself, not just other people. So it's not a future destination, it's your everyday life. So what is your purpose? If you have any clarity, share it in the comment. If you have any question to this topic, also share it. We are here to talk. And if you like this content, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to share more of videos like this, and videos that information that can support your everyday life, your purpose. And if you want to dive even deeper, then join my community, where we are a community of like-minded people where we talk about these things. There is my workshop on my community, and we have also a bunch of events every month. You have the link to that in my bio. So don't forget your purpose. What's your purpose?